Hey, everybody. My name is Michael McDowell, and I'm here to talk to you about the first four project habits, which are associated with design. How do we design effective projects? And one of the things that's really, really important for us when we think about design is we think about how do we ensure that we are developing clear learning intentions and success criteria for students. So we start with the actual learning intentions that are required within a syllabus, required within the standards. And then we build success criteria across surface, deep, and transfer types of learning. Surface, I know things. Deep, I relate things. Transfer, I can apply things. Number two is that we brainstorm lots of context. So how do we make sure that when we are engaging in a problem or project, students are applying into more than one situation? This helps students actually see across context. So if we're doing a project, let's say on understanding the body systems, we don't necessarily just want to look at one situation like going up in outer space. We might look at what happens to the body when we go deep underwater. What happens when the body gets a particular infection like influenza or COVID, or maybe it's a bacterial infection, or maybe it's a protist. That gives us the opportunity to look at multiple situations, and that also can develop creativity across different teams, maybe working on different situations, but then presenting at the end and looking at all of these different situations and how we brought in our core content into that situation, as opposed to just looking at one situation. Number three, we plan for the right fit. We need to make sure that we're using the right feedback strategies, instructional strategies, and learning strategies at those different types of learning. What's best for surface learning, like using explicit direct instruction? What's best for deep learning, which is usually using short, sharp, structured protocols for students to discuss with one another and evaluate and reflect different work samples or different pieces of content? And then transfer, how do we actually teach students how to problem solve using various types of protocols? And then finally, we lock in a schedule. We build a schedule from start to finish where we start at transfer, provide that surface and deep level learning, and then we end at transfer. So these are four key practices that if we build those habits into design, we can actually do some rapid prototyping, and we can also ensure that our students are getting that more than 1 year's growth in 1 year's time. Thanks, everybody.